We're joined now by Natalia from the Ukraine. She's joining me from Kyiv just hours after President Biden has left Ukraine. But let's just first look at that surprise visit made by the US President just a few days before the anniversary of the invasion.
A surprise visit to war zone Kyiv by the world's most powerful leader. With 4 days left for the first anniversary of the war, in which tens of thousands have been killed, US President Joe Biden had a stroll down a part of downtown Kyiv. His top secret visit, till video emerged, comes at a time when questions are being raised in America on the continued economic costs of the war.
1 year later, Kyiv stands, and Ukraine stands. Democracy stands. The Americans stand with you, and the world stands with you. Kyiv has captured a part of my heart, I must say.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky said that there was no visit to Ukraine more important than this.
Президентом Сполучених Штатів Америки в форматі тет-а-тет, а потім в розширеному форматі. Це була розмова, яка дійсно наближає нашу спільну перемогу в цій війні. Ми можемо і маємо зробити так, щоб саме цей рік, 23-й, став.
What's clear in Biden's message is that there will be no let-up for support for the war effort. In a White House statement, Biden said, "I'll announce another delivery of critical equipment, including artillery, ammunition, anti-armor systems and air surveillance radars to help protect the Ukrainian people from aerial bombardments." The Ukraine has been demanding tanks from the US and NATO countries as well, also the F-16 fighter jet. After a lot of hesitation and fears that it would further instigate the Russians, Germany agreed to supply state-of-the-art Leopard tanks, and America said that it'll back up that effort by transferring its M1A1 Abrams tanks. Russia continues to hit Ukrainian cities by targeting key infrastructure. While this continues to cause immense hardship to millions, the Russian war effort has failed so far in its primary aim, to overrun Ukraine completely. Instead, Russia has lost half of the territory that it occupied since the war began, suffering massive military reverses. This is now a war of attrition. Who will outlast the other side? For now, there are no clear answers other than the fact that the Ukraine appears as resolute as ever in defending every square inch of its territory, something it's managed to do so far because of the help it's received from countries like the United States. Vishnu Shom for NDTV.
Russia hasn't formally responded yet, though President Putin is expected to address the nation tomorrow. And as we speak, China's top diplomat, Foreign Minister Wang Yi, is also flying to Russia, where he will meet President Putin as well. So joining me for more analysis of that visit is Natalia Lutsenko. She's the chief of the international desk of the private Ukrainian channel ICTV, joining me now from Kyiv. Natalia, this visit of President Biden, how significant is it at this point, just days before the first anniversary of the invasion?
As you mentioned previously in your report, you said that it's one of the most important visits of the American president for the last 15 years in Ukraine. So both the Ukrainian and American presidents said that and confirmed that this visit to Ukraine before the anniversary of full-scale Russian invasion to Ukraine is very significant shows to Ukraine a support of the American people. So basically, since 8 a.m., probably American president came to Ukraine, whole the city of Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine, the roads were closed for at least 4 or 5 hours. At first moment, American and Ukrainian President Zelensky met at the Ukrainian church, Mikhailivsky Sobor. Then they went to the Mariinsky Palace, which is located not far from the Maidan Nezalezhnosti Street. And also, as you mentioned in your report, there was a huge surprise for all the Ukrainians, Ukrainian journalists and international journalists. Right. For now, as we know, Biden left Kyiv.